Trick, trick, trick. Trick. Trick, come here, what's this?
There's big dogs.
Ow.
There's small dogs. Greedy dogs.
No, stop it.
And speedy dogs.
Dada! Dada, come here!
Dogs you can't touch.
Norman puts a stop to everything.
And dogs that love too much.
We can't do this every morning, can we?
But no matter what the size or the problem,
I know that I've done this to him.
Graeme Hall can fix them all.
I'll take on any dog, any size,
Super, yeah, that's what we want. Come on.
any problem.
It's the start of a busy week for master dog trainer Graeme Hall, and he's got a full casebook. After a life-changing event...
No.
Hey!
Terrier Ted has turned on his best friend.
I just want my husband to be able to feel comfortable in his own house.
A screaming Frenchie
Bruce!
whose attention-seeking ways could cause a serious accident.
Calm down. Please calm down.
And a wolf in sheep's clothing. Terrorising the East End.
Popcorn. No. Stop.
If I can't fix this, what's going to happen?
I'd have to rehome him. Stop.
Graham's first job is in Staffordshire with Cairn Terrier Ted.
He's a lovely, friendly little dog. He just loves everybody.
Whilst he's perfect for Pat,
Good boy.
he's turned on her husband, Mike.
Come on, Ted, get down. Get down.
He just doesn't like Mike at all. I normally have to grab him by the collar to stop him from actually physically going for Mike. No, go away. Go away. Move. He got bitten on the hand and he had to have stitches put in.
Oh, that's why I don't trust him now.
But once upon a time, Mike and Ted couldn't have been closer. Then, tragedy struck. Mike had a brain tumour and suffered a stroke.
That's when things started to change. Before Mike got ill, they were really the best of friends.
Made me feel sad and unwanted. He doesn't want me anymore.
I feel sometimes as if it's my fault and it makes me feel really guilty. I'll be absolutely honest, it does. It makes me feel really bad. I mean, the last 3 years have been absolute hell.
I think that we've let him down.
What would it be like if you were friends with Ted again?
That'd make so much happier.
I just want my husband to be able to feel comfortable in his own house.
If you imagine two best friends who are now sworn enemies, it's not easy to just go, be friends again. There's got to be a reason why Ted has turned on Mike.
And that's exactly what Graeme needs to work out if he's to stand any chance of rebuilding the pair's friendship.
Good morning, Graeme.
Morning, Pat, hello. Thank you.
This begins with seeing what Ted is like around Pat.
Oh, this is Ted then.
This is Ted.
Well, he's quite a sweetheart, really, isn't he?
He is most of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
He's friendly with people.
Yeah.
And he's quite happy. It's just Mike, really.
Great, OK. Where is Mike, then?
He's sat in the lounge at the moment.
OK. Shall we go through?
Come here, Ted. I'm sorry about this, mate.
Such is Ted's inexplicable aggression towards Mike, he needs to be muzzled before setting foot in the same room so that Graeme can see for himself what happens.
Mike, do you want to show me what happens when you stand up? Is that OK?
Yeah.
That's it. If you walk towards me, Mike, if you can, please. Wow. And he's going for your hand, isn't he? You're at a stalemate now, really, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's not nice watching Ted go for Mike. All I want to do is jump in, but I've got to be able to see the behaviour in order to help. Pat looked absolutely terrified. She's just there like this, you know? Didn't know what to do. She's on edge. When Ted's in attack mode, Mike has to freeze. He's not steady on his feet, doesn't want to fall over. He's scared of his own dog now. And I'm hearing he's not always been like this, Mike, is that right?
No, he hasn't. It's only really since I came back from hospital.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes I think he doesn't know who I am.
Mm. And how are you bearing up? Because it's not been easy on you, all of this.
It's really stressful. Can't leave Ted on his own with Mike. They should be together.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have to be like that.
Obviously, I want to fix this if I possibly can for Mike. But I look at Pat and think, you're going through hell. I can't think of another job where the quality of life that two people have left falls to me. And that's a lot of pressure.
Coming up, a Frenchie whose ear-splitting scream could cause a serious accident.
If I take my eyes off the road to get him to calm down, I could hit somebody.
And if a little girl's best friend doesn't change his behaviour...
No! Stop!
They could be separated.
If Popcorn's behaviour doesn't change, I'll have to rehome him.
Master dog trainer Graeme Hall travels the country taking on Britain's most untrainable hounds.
Oh!
No.
Today he's trying to help Mike rebuild his bond with Ted.
Come on, Ted, get down. Get down.
Ever since his stroke, his best friend has turned on him.
Move!
Made me feel sad and unwanted.
After observing Ted's aggressive behaviour, Graeme thinks he may have got to the bottom of why Ted changed so dramatically after Mike's stroke.
If you look at it from Ted's point of view, his best friend went off to hospital. And the man that came back, he didn't really recognise, I think.
Yeah.
You know, if it was a small child, you could take them to one side and go, it's OK, this is what's happened, it's fine. But you can't talk to a dog like that.
No.
You know, we need to get him used to being around you again, Mike. And we can do that in a controlled way.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do, Pat, is to get you to put some techniques in place that rechanges the way he thinks. And you know, so you can learn again. It's OK, it's fine. If we can do all of that, he'll start to love you again.
Yeah.
When Ted's kicking off, I could just see that you're frozen to the spot, really. It's, you know, like, what was going on in your mind?
I just don't know what to do, Graeme.
So we should start the training with Pat, you know. You can't rebuild a friendship when one friend's attacking the other. So the first step here is to get Ted to be calmer around Mike. But, you know, my best hope here is Pat, because there's a limit to what I can get Mike to do, obviously.
I don't know. I don't know whether it can be fixed. Probably a bit of a challenge.
With Ted looking up to Pat when Mike's not around,
Come on, darling. Come on.
Graeme's hoping that Pat can teach Ted to behave with a command and control technique.
Mike, could you move about a little bit?
Which she must use the moment Ted displays any aggression.
Pat, I need you to move forward and get between them if you can.
But with 3 years of such deeply ingrained behaviour, will the message sink in?
You're going to block.
No.
You need to be a bit more, no, I mean it.
No. No.
If he doesn't calm down at no, Pat needs to reinforce the message by moving him back.
No.
And when he simmers down, praise.
Good boy. Good boy.
I'm pleased with how far you've got. But I've got a little bit more in mind. Are you up for a bit more walking, Mike?
Yeah, let's go.
Great.
The hope is that eventually Ted will realise that going for Mike will get him nowhere, and that the only way forward is to reconnect.
No. No.
Keep going, Mike.
No.
And move him. Right, tell him. Right.
No.
Step in.
No.
Hey!
No.
Walk into him again. He'll kick off, but... Wait for it. He'll back down. Like that. Good boy.
Good boy.
Good.
Good boy.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
You carry on, Mike. We'll deal with it if we have to. Oh, this is interesting. Now he's coming up and having a little sniff at Dad. He's kind of curious now. Good boy, Ted.
Good boy.
Oh, that's good. Hello.
Incredibly, after 3 years, Ted reaches a turning point.
He still has a go, but he doesn't scare me so much now.
I've got the tools now to be able to, you know, do it.
But the hardest part is still to come.
Getting Ted to listen to Pat and to be calm was really just the first stage. But the big challenge is going to be getting Ted to respond to Mike. And because of his mobility issues, that's something I just need to go away and think about.
Whilst Graeme comes up with a plan, he's heading 20 miles south to Lichfield, where another family is in need of his help.
What's Daddy got?
After tying the knot, Camilla and Dan wanted to grow their family. But before having children, they decided to have a couple of fur babies.
Good to share it. Good doggies. Daddy, throw it.
Whilst Margot is the perfect little girl, Bruce is a problem child. And if he doesn't get every ounce of his parents' attention, he throws a tantrum.
Bruce, stop it. Please be quiet. Please be quiet, Bruce.
It's almost like a child that's in pain. That ultra high pitch, just unconsolable wail. Most delivery people are like, oh, how old's your child?
If I had £1 for every time somebody said that to me, I'd be very wealthy.
Bruce's screams are penetrating every aspect of family life.
Calm down, baby. Bruce, calm down.
That break from the pack, that one person walking away, he will just start screaming and screaming and screaming.
It's just one of those noises that grates on you, I think.
He sounds as though he's being strangled.
Bruce, calm down.
As well as spoiling days out, Bruce's demand of his parents' undivided attention makes seeing friends unbearable.
Mummy's coming back. Mummy's coming back, OK? Mummy's coming back. We just find that every social situation we try to go to is a real challenge. Yeah, it's just really awkward and uncomfortable for us and for everybody, and him.
Whilst Bruce's screams in public are embarrassing,
You're OK. See, Daddy's here now.
in the car, his relentless noise is dangerous.
Oh no, Bruce. Bruce, please calm down. Bruce.
Bruce, see, Daddy's driving. Come on, good boy. That's it. Shh.
If I take my eyes off the road get him to calm down, and I'm not looking, I could hit somebody.
You're trying to concentrate when you're coming around a place like this.
I know.
I didn't really try to pull that in front of that guy.
I know, when it's busy on the road.
Oh, you just need to calm down, boy. Oh.
It's just so distracting that it's a
so
wonder
distracting.
nothing terrible has happened, really.
Bruce's screaming has got so bad that it's now impacting their plans to start a family.
I think having a baby is probably quite stressful anyway, and then having the doorbell go and him screaming down the house, that just sounds like a nightmare to me.
Lots of dogs howl for different reasons. I mean, huskies, for example, famously, they kind of howl when they want to bring people back together again, a bit like wolves do. But Frenchie's really unusual, that. So the first thing I need to find out is why is he making this unusual sound? Hello, you all right?
Hi, Graeme. Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you. This must be Bruce, then, is it?
This is Bruce, yes.
I thought you... God blimey, I thought you were strangling cats in here.
I'm ever so sorry, no, that's just the noise he makes.
Shall I come in?
Yes, please do.
Cheers. Why do you think he's doing it?
It's almost like a separation thing. If we go to the pub or if we're out in public and one of us separates from the pack.
And he wails.
And he
wails
wails and screams like a banshee.
How does that make you feel?
It's awful. I don't like seeing him in distress. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
We'd rather leave them at home because it's not worth the stress, the anxiety that comes from it. So it stops us wanting to go away.
To understand Bruce's behaviour, Graeme wants to see exactly how he reacts to being separated. One of Bruce's favourite places to scream is the local pub.
Stop it! Shh, stop it, Bruce!
Calm down.
Bruce, it's okay. Stop it! Shush, 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 shush. Bruce!
I can absolutely see why Camilla and Dan don't bring the dogs out to the pub because, you know, this clearly isn't enjoyable for them.
Calm down. You're okay. You're okay. Wait, stop it. Calm down, calm down.
Ah, this is interesting.
Brucey, calm down. Goodness me. Calm down. Quiet boy. Good boy. Just no.
Camilla's really doing that. It's constant. It's all right, everything's okay. Yeah, yeah. Cuddle, cuddle. I think his behaviour started as anxiety, but then he learned that he can get what he wants. He can bring people back to him. He screams, and why wouldn't he? When he's at his worst, is when he gets all that lovely attention. Well, that was a racket, wasn't it? Yeah, you can certainly hear it. I think half of Lichfield heard it. Does he do it anywhere else?
He does it out in the car, whenever we drive in, doesn't matter.
He sits directly behind me, so he will literally put his paws up on the back of my headrest and put his head there and just...
Yeah, yeah.
I can show you a video if you like.
Yeah, yeah, go on. Yeah.
Him in the car.
Right.
Calm down.
Bruce!
Calm down.
Bruce! So loud.
Calm down. Bruce.
Calm down.
Bruce.
So taking him out of the car must be a nightmare.
Yeah.
But for Dan and Camilla, there's far more at stake than trips out.
We'd love to start a family. The idea of a baby in the car as well is unfathomable, so we kind of have to press pause on that, don't we?
Dan and Camilla are quite literally putting their lives on hold because of Bruce's behaviour. They're holding off having a baby, starting a family, and I can see why. The big question really is kind of why is he doing it? Is he doing it because he's a bit anxious? Yeah, I think he is sometimes. But I think mainly he's now doing it because it's like, you, come back here. Oi, where are you going, right? And you're going, good boy, and stroking him. What's he to think?
Carry on.
Yeah,
This
carry on.
is a reward. I'm doing a good job.
We love it when you scream, mate. How's that feel?
It's horrible, because that's not what I want to do.
I think there's a similar pattern in the car. So on the way out, he's screaming because he's like, get to the park, will you?
Bossy Bruce.
Good to know. I'm actually relieved. I'm actually relieved. If it is just him being naughty, then that's hopefully something you can help us with training.
Yeah. Bruce is an unknown quantity to me. I don't know how he's going to respond when I start to train him. I don't know how good Dan and Camilla are going to be. We'll find out.
It just seems unrealistic that in a matter of hours it can be done.
Coming up, can Graeme really put an end to Bruce's attention screams?
Bruce, quiet. No.
And will he be able to save a little girl's best friend from being rehomed?
He's an absolute rogue. Can't deal with his behaviour anymore. No, no.
Master dog trainer Graeme Hall's in the Midlands helping Dan and Camilla with their French Bulldog, Bruce.
Calm down, baby.
Whose attention-seeking screams are putting their plans to start a family on hold.
Bruce, please calm down.
But Graeme's got a plan to fix this Frenchie's ear-splitting shrieks.
It's important that we get the signals right with Bruce. We're simply going to say, no, quiet, but at the same time, if he backs down, then we're going to praise him.
And to help snap Bruce out of a screaming stupor, a simple distraction technique.
We're going to do a couple of things. One is we're going to use the lead, a quick flick, you know, at the same time we're going to say no and quiet. So, no, quiet, yeah? And then when he calms down, that's when you need to go, oh, good boy, that's nice. Then you can give him a cuddle.
But will Graeme's theory really keep Bruce quiet when his mum leaves?
Now what's he going to do?
At the first hint of a howl, a quick flick on the lead and a command.
No, quiet.
And as soon as Bruce simmers down, praise.
Good boy, that's fine. Now look at that. He's actually turned around for the first time and turned his back on the door where Mum is.
Good boy.
I bet that's a first.
Oh, it's look at him sitting down. Yeah, it's brilliant.
So now he's quiet. Camilla. Good boy, that's
Good
better.
boy.
Clever boy.
It's easy for Graeme to resist comforting Bruce when he cries wolf, but will the couple be able to break their mollycoddling ways when he screams for their attention? First to be tested is Dan.
Right, when you're ready, off you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Good boy.
Good. No. Quiet. Quiet.
Good boy.
Good boy.
So he just had a little whine there. You said quiet, and he just went, OK, boss. Are you surprised?
I am actually, yeah. I was expecting him to have a good squeal then.
Dan may have held his nerve, but will Camilla have the same resolve? Or will she cave in to Bruce's cries?
Quiet. Bruce. Quiet.
That's it.
Quiet.
And though Bruce reaches a crescendo,
No. Quiet.
Camilla doesn't succumb to his screams.
Quiet. Good boy.
Great. Well, we're getting there, but we've still got the car to fix.
That's the one I'm worried about. A lot of this is the touch.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do that when you're driving?
It's in the car where Bruce is at his most dangerous. But will they be able to turn down his noise when he's at his most intense and downright dangerous?
Oh. In terms of telling him off, it's the same system. So he's going to be attached to the seatbelts with the harness, but you're also going to have a lead on, which the passenger's going to have, and you can go, oi, no, quiet, using the lead. So, Camilla, you're going to be doing it as the passenger. Dan, your job's dead easy. You just got to do the best you can to concentrate on your driving, not on what's going on with the dog and your wife. Ready to give it a go?
Ready.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's load the dogs up then. They're going to be under a lot more pressure because the sound is just so concentrated in the car. It really does your head in. So will they be able to do the right things at the right time?
To help them, Graeme will be watching everything remotely.
quiet.
Oh, well done.
Act quiet. Good. Quiet.
Bruce starts off stubborn, but Camilla holds fast.
Act quiet. Good boy. Good boy.
Great. As quick as lightning, Camilla was like, quiet.
When Bruce starts to rev up, Camilla's got it covered.
No, Bruce, quiet. Good boy. Quiet.
You're doing really well.
Oh, thank you. I'm so pleased.
There's a big beaming smile on Camilla's face because it's like it's working really well.
And it's not long before the unthinkable happens.
Look behind you.
Was he lying down?
He's lying down. Brilliant.
Oh, can do my dance now at the car.
Yeah, I'm the same. That was really, really good.
Oh, I'm so happy.
You were a star. There was no feedback I could give you because it was spot on.
I'm really over the moon. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm so pleased it worked. How was it for you driving?
Oh, it was so much more relaxing. She'd done a brilliant job, and I couldn't be prouder.
Yeah.
And you, boy.
And you,
did
boy.
a brilliant job too.
Yeah. Well, I'm chuffed to bits. When I think about how bad Bruce was in the car, screaming his head off, to the result I've just seen so quickly, I think this is the best bit of car training I've ever done.
This is huge. Holidays back on the cards. I know you want a baby, you want to start a family. I'm so proud of the pair of you.
Oh, thank you. I'm so proud of Bruce and me too.
With one family able to start planning a brighter future, Graeme has another to help on the aptly named Isle of Dogs in East London, where Jess and 9-year-old daughter Zahara live with their best friend Popcorn, a Sichon poodle.
Good boy.
My daughter Zahara's always wanted a brother or sister, and being a single mum, unfortunately, that's not happened. So we decided to get Popcorn.
Popcorn means a lot to me because I've had him when he was little, and he's very loyal to me, and he had loads of fun with me, and Popcorn's amazing.
But whilst Popcorn's an utter angel indoors,
No! Stop! Popcorn!
outdoors,
No.
he's a wolf
No.
in sheep's clothing.
Popcorn! Stop it, no!
He goes from 0 to 100 so fast, he turns into a monster.
He gets very, very aggressive. He lunges. He will snap and bite at other dogs. He's an absolute rogue.
Big, small, this East London bother boy takes on all comers.
No. Popcorn. He has grabbed a dog by its neck, which is really, really scary. Sorry.
Trying to handle Popcorn's punch-ups is taking its toll on Mum Jess.
No, no. I can't deal with Popcorn's outbursts. There's times where I've sat at home and I've cried and I've thought, what can I do? If Popcorn's behaviour doesn't change, I'll have to rehome him.
A decision that Jess knows would break her little girl's heart.
If you got rid of Popcorn, I wouldn't ever forgive you. Because I love Popcorn too much. I know he has a very big heart in there.
Dealing with aggressive dogs is all part of the job for Graeme, but this poodle cross could be particularly challenging.
The problem with those mixed breeds is it's a bit of a lucky dip. You're never quite sure what you're going to get. I mean, the worry, frankly, is that if it's just in his nature, it's just in him to be aggressive, how do I train that out?
Hiya, come in.
Come.
Hello, you.
This
Hello.
is Popcorn.
Hello, Popcorn. Hello. Hello, you're nice, aren't you? So he's all right with people?
Really good with people inside.
Yeah.
And then the minute we go outside, it's a different story.
Right. I need to see what he's like outside, really. Shall we go for a walk? OK, here we go.
Graeme needs to understand exactly what is fueling this aggressive behaviour towards other dogs. And it doesn't take Popcorn long to spot a target.
Popcorn, sit. No. Leave it. Popcorn. Oi. Popcorn. Leave it. Stop.
So we just stopped for 2 seconds to chat.
Yeah.
And the dog appeared, what, that's over 100 metres away. And he's just kicked off, hasn't he?
This is mild compared to when we get closer.
Really? How are you feeling now?
My heart's racing.
Yeah.
I'm nervous watching. I don't want him to see a dog before me, and then he hurts the dog because I've not noticed it, or...
Right. There's a dog behind you.
Leave it. Popcorn. Leave it. Leave it.
What do you think he would do if he got to them?
He has managed to grab a dog by the neck and pick them up before.
Wow.
When I've tried to get in between him and another dog, then he's bit me on my leg before.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Having witnessed Popcorn in action, Graeme spotted a link between his attacking instinct and Jess's nerves.
So there are parallels here. We've got Popcorn, whose impulse is to go and get the dog, and Jess, who's got this really strong impulse to sort of seize up and pull back, hold on for dear life. The worse Jess is, the worse Popcorn is, and it's all getting worse and worse and worse. If I can't fix this, what's going to happen?
I'd have to rehome him.
If you had to rehome him, can you imagine saying goodbye to him? Never see him again.
We couldn't say goodbye to him.
I think Jess, on her own, if it wasn't for Zahara, would be rehoming this dog now. But she knows that that would break Zahara's heart. She looked really upset. And I felt a bit upset too. So I've got to do my best, haven't I? Let's go somewhere quiet and have a chat. I think what's going on is that he's acting on his own instinctive impulses, you know. You've got your own impulse. Your impulse is to seize up.
At the moment, I don't know what to do.
I think you have done things that make it worse, but you didn't know any better until now. I think there's a way forward. It's a case of rising above that impulse to tense up and do something else, and I'll teach you what that is.
Yeah.
That's where I come in. What we're going to do is slow things down and start at a distance so that Jess can think clearly, because we're all the same. Once you get too stressed, too anxious, you can't think straight, you make bad decisions.
To help alleviate Jess's fear of Popcorn biting another dog, and to help her start from a less stressed place, Graeme wants to use a muzzle.
Well, it's safety first, you know. He can't hurt another dog, he can't bite your legs.
Yeah.
It's going to give you confidence as well.
Yeah.
To prove to Jess that Popcorn's instincts to attack can be kept in check, Graeme's enlisted the help of another dog owner.
Good boy, that's fine.
Graeme believes that by approaching the other dog with a calm confidence, he'll get up close. But will Popcorn be able to resist his desire to kick off?
Come on, mate. Good lad.
With Graeme showing no signs of fear...
So take a couple of steps nearer. Come on, mate.
And praising Popcorn when he's good...
Good boy, oh, good boy.
They can edge closer.
No.
And if he does react, a calm no keeps him on track.
No. Good boy. Ready for the next stage? Let's go a bit nearer. Come on, young man. Come on. So we're walking. I'm near a dog. I'm not allowed to try and attack him. And I'm beginning to lose the will to do that, frankly.
Just hours earlier, Popcorn couldn't get near another dog without kicking off. Now he's within metres and totally calm.
What do you reckon?
He seems a lot more relaxed.
Think you could do that?
I'll try.
Good.
I'll try.
That's the right
I will
attitude.
try.
There's no rocket science to this. Take your time. We'll go at your pace.
Graeme may have shown Jess it's possible to control Popcorn's impulse to attack, but will she be confident enough to keep a handle on him?
Let's go.
try.
I'll help you.
It's a good start. But when he looks like he may kick off...
No.
Jess steps in with confidence.
No. Good boy.
That's it. So we're at about that 10-metre mark now.
Yeah.
Yeah? So this morning, 100 metres you were struggling, so you're doing well.
But will Jess still be able to keep Popcorn's attacking instinct in check when they're metres away from the other dog?
Good. Keep moving.
Ah.
Well done.
Stop.
Good boy.
With Jess keeping calm,
There you go.
there's a breakthrough. Popcorn's up close and personal without a face-off.
You're a couple of metres away.
Yep.
He's lying down. How's that feel?
It feels great. It feels amazing. I feel less stressed, less worried, less anxious.
With both Jess and Popcorn passing the first test, Graeme wants to up the ante. With not one, not two, but a gang of 3 dogs.
This is your real-world scenario. Remember, this is about not pressurising yourself, yeah? Keep moving. If he does rush you and try and get across, you know how to do it now. Sahara, prepare to be amazed.
Come on then.
Right. Sit. Good boy.
Good boy.
Keep going.
With Jess's newfound calmness, Popcorn is responding.
Good boy.
And when he's tempted to have a go,
Hey, hey.
she confidently reins him in. And on closer pass,
Come on then.
That's it. Good boy.
Good boy.
Keep going.
incredibly, they both keep their impulses at bay, and a gang fight is avoided.
If I'd have said to you, say 10 o'clock this morning,
Yeah.
we're going to be in the park and we're going to walk straight past 3 dogs, only a couple of metres apart, yeah? What would you have said?
Are you ready to deal with the consequences? It's going to be terrible.
The dog that only hours earlier would have had a go at anyone that thought they were hard enough is happy to turn the other furry cheek and walk on by.
Sahara, bless us, really pleased and relieved, I think. There was this dark spectre hanging over at the start of today that actually one day she might have to say goodbye to him. That's not going to happen now. Super. Well, if you're happy, I'm happy. I should hit the road, really. Keep up the training.
Thank you very much.
Nice thought for you.
Thank you.
All the best, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm super happy with Popcorn.
Really both super happy. Feel a lot more confident within myself.
I'm very proud.
Thank you.
With Jess and Popcorn on the right path, Graeme has another journey to make back to the Midlands, where his greatest challenge still awaits. Can he rebuild a broken bond? It's coming to the end of Graeme's working week, and he's back in Staffordshire to face his toughest challenge yet: to rebuild a broken bond between 2 best friends. Terrier Ted turned on Mike after he had a stroke 3 years ago.
He doesn't want me anymore.
On his last visit, Graeme helped wife Pat teach Ted that going for Mike was unacceptable.
Right, tell him. Right, step in.
And Ted began to realise that Mike was a friend once again.
Good boy, Ted.
Good boy.
Oh, that's good. Hello.
Graeme's given Pat the tools she needs to make progress. But Mike needs a way to handle him too. Otherwise, there's a risk Ted will continue to torment him.
Clearly, the training has to be different for Mike to with Pat. And I've got a couple of ideas in mind of things I can do. Well, I'm going to try something today that I don't normally use in dog training, but I think it might be right for Mike.
But before Graeme gets to work on that, he wants to see how things are going.
So, how have you been getting on?
I feel a lot more confident.
You look it.
And I think as well that Ted seems a lot happier.
Great.
With Ted's behaviour showing an improvement, the hope is that eventually he'll learn that it's better to be friends with Mike than enemies. But Mike still needs his own way to reinforce this.
Now, clearly, I can't say to Mike, you know, swing your leg round quickly and do a block. That's not possible. And I want something extra in the way of saying no that has a bit of power to it that would make Ted listen.
And Graeme's brought just the ticket to make Ted's ears prick up.
It's literally compressed air, that's all it is, right? And it makes a sound. But here's me thinking, if we tape it to the top of your stick, right, so that it's always there, All you need to do is put your finger on it, as and when.
Yeah.
You can operate that with your stick.
Oh.
Maybe. With these compressed air sprays, it's really important that we don't spray at the dog. We're not trying to blow air at him. You know, we could hurt his eyes or his nose. So that's not what we're aiming to do. It's simply a can of air that makes a loud noise.
By using a strong sound to deter Ted's bad behaviour and praise when he's good, Graeme hopes that Ted will learn to reconnect with Mike.
So I think what we do, Mike, is if you take a few steps towards me, if he's a good boy, you're allowed to tell him, you know, yeah, good boy, that's fine. But if he does launch at you, then you can use your airspray now. Okay. So literally a good old, you know, and you can say no at the same time. That's fine as well.
Both Graeme and Mike are in uncharted waters with this one. But will Ted listen and lay off Mike?
That's brilliant. Get ready.
No.
Air can. That's it. Well done, Mike.
Good boy, Teddy. Good boy.
That's nice.
For 3 years, Mike's been living in fear of his best friend. But it seems Ted is learning to accept Mike once again.
I feel a lot happier now. We've got a long way forward from what we were like last time.
Yeah, you're right. I think we have. You did it for yourself.
I feel happier.
I can leave this couple now in the knowledge that they know what they're doing. We've seen a massive difference in Ted, and it will just get better and better.
There's no looking back now. It's all moving forward. So it's all looking good.
It's not going to happen overnight, but I think hopefully in 3 months' time, I think we'll be best friends all over again.
On the Isle of Dogs, walks with Popcorn are much easier.
He's not quite perfect yet, but he's so cheeky, Popcorn.
Such a good boy now.
Bruce is now as good as gold on family days out.
We've absolutely seen an improvement and we can't wait to continue with the training and hopefully have an almost perfectly behaved Lord Bruce of the manor.
Good boy, Ted. Good boy.
And Teddy and Mike are friends once again.
It's made a big difference to both our lives, really, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And Ted. He's not wearing the muzzle anymore.
I tried wearing it, but it doesn't fit me.
If you think your badly behaved dog could do with Graeme's help, then why not get in touch? Details can be found at www.channel5.com/get involved.